course, we're doing it. All right, we are going to do it. It does say no turn on red. I don't care. You know, I'm okay with doing it. You're not supposed to, but if nobody's coming, nobody's coming. I don't know why it's... The problem is it's the highway, so people are coming at a fast rate of speed sometimes. But, oh, windshield fluid low, really? Barely used it. Huh. Check that. So, coming up here next is one of the scarier situations I've had to put it in. This is the Sawmill River Parkway. It is a parkway, but it has, as you saw, some right and left turns. So this stretch of road, it stays on beta, which I've always found really cool because you get to see the highway, what the highway stack may be like, because this is more of a highway situation. Now, normally I'd pass this guy and go in the left lane using the blinker stalk, but I wanted to show, because these people are going horribly slow, I wanted to show for the past couple days, weeks, oh, now it wants to change lanes, so I'm going to cancel that. I've been going through this part here, which, if you can't tell, that guardrail is a couple of inches off your car. It is tight. I mean, it is tight. You're talking maybe 6 to 8 inches. And she does wonderful through there at highway speeds in the beta stack. In Autopilot, I don't think I've ever done it. I always used to move into the left lane to get to not do it. But with this beta stack, it's been pretty freaking good on the highway. If I had any complaint about the beta stack on this parkway, it would just be that it slows down a little much in the corners. It's a tad much. It's not a lot. It's just a tad. It also has a tendency to change lanes unnecessarily. I wouldn't say without. I have more confidence in Autopilot changing lanes than I do with the beta changing lanes. Now that might be just because I don't do a lot of beta lane changing. Mostly I'm on single lane roads, or 2-lane roads when I'm using the beta. You know, I've gone down into New York City a few times, but not enough to really put like any kind of emphasis on it. Now, I push the blinker up there because I don't want to hang out in this lane. Nobody should be hanging out in the left lane if they're not passing people. That's the rules of the road. If you don't know them, learn them. So I put the blinker stalk on. There is an option in there for Autopilot. I don't think it does anything with the beta stack. Here's what I was talking about. Slows down a little too much here. There is an option in there in the beta for the Autopilot stack to change lanes out of the left lane. It'll get out of the left lane, which I do have on during my normal drives, but I don't think it affects the beta, because the beta doesn't seem to. Now I'm going to put on my blinker to get over the left lane, because again, these people are slowing down for no reason. I like this truck though. Bondo gray. It's actually kind of good looking, cool looking. Okay, we're coming up to a stop sign. You think beta would be on the brakes here? It's going to get a little frisky. There she goes, girl. Brake it more, brake it more. There you go. Use them brakes, beta. Use them brakes. She gets a little frisky once in a while in them stops. Especially this stop on the highway. Autopilot much smoother when it comes to coming around that corner. Although, you know, in the beginning it definitely wasn't. It would. I remember what, last year, year before that, maybe 2019, 2020, in that period, it would barrel in here, and it would wait till, like, you were like, oh, I hope it stops. It always did, but took a little getting used to, that's for sure. All right, so this is where we're going to go back into base Autopilot stack. I don't know if anybody really wants to see that, so I'm going to cut this off, and then I'll pick it back up when I get to my my destination. You know, base Autopilot is base Autopilot. I keep saying it over and over again. It is 100%. This morning I actually had a 0 intervention drive to work. It was great. It didn't make not one mistake this morning. Now the roads were quieter than normal, but it didn't make any mistake. I was kind of pissed. I said to myself, man, I'm pissed. I could have slept through that one. Like, well, they won't let me sleep through that one. I could have slept through that one. Now, I wouldn't do that. But you literally, you could have. Now, there's the switch over. It braked a little bit there for the switch over. It usually doesn't do that. I don't know what that was. All right, so let's pick it up and give it a little gas here. Get out of the full screen. Alright, so I'm going to switch over to the other camera.